Hello and welcome back to our cosmic journey through Greek mythology. Last time, we witnessed the rise of the Titans. Now, let's drift deeper into that ancient quiet, to the next chapter of the story. The universe was now ruled by the mighty Cronus, king of the Titans. He sat on his throne atop Mount Othrys, the very pinnacle of the world, with his sister wife, the beautiful Rhea, beside him. This was the Golden Age, a time of peace for mortals, but for their divine ruler, it was a time of gnawing anxiety. You see, even though Cronus had overthrown his tyrannical father, Uranus, a chilling prophecy haunted him. It was foretold that Cronus too would be defeated by one of his own children. This ancient curse settled upon him like a heavy shroud, twisting his victory into obsessive paranoia. He became the very thing he'd rebelled against, a tyrant ruled by fear, and he decided the only way to stop the prophecy was to prevent his children from ever seeing the light of day. Rhea, the gentle mother of the gods, was about to feel the true horror of her husband's madness. With each birth, a new tragedy unfolded. First came Hestia, the quiet, radiant daughter. The moment she drew her first breath, Cronus seized her and, with horrifying finality, swallowed her whole. Since gods are immortal, Hestia wasn't destroyed, but she was trapped, suspended and powerless inside her father's stomach. Next came Demeter, the goddess of the harvest, and then Hera, the future queen of the gods. Then came the strong sons, the Dark One, Hades, and the Earthshaker, Poseidon. One after another, 5 magnificent children were consumed by their own father, vanishing into his vast, internal darkness, all victims of his desperate need to cling to power. Rhea's heart was shattered. She wept endlessly, her tears raining down into the oceans. She saw the future of the cosmos imprisoned in a living tomb and knew she could not bear the loss of a 6th child. When she became pregnant for the final time, she sought the help of her mother, Rhea, the ancient earth, and her father, Uranus, the starry sky. They felt the injustice of Cronus's reign and helped their daughter devise a plan of profound deception. When Rhea felt the pangs of labor, she slipped away in secret. She traveled far from Mount Othrys to the rugged, sacred island of Crete. There, in the deep, sheltering gloom of a cave on Mount Ida, a son was born. She named him Zeus. This child was vibrant and filled with a glorious nascent power, a true king in the making. To protect the infant, Rhea placed him in the care of the earth itself. He was guarded by the Curates, a troop of armored warriors. Whenever the baby cried, the Curates would clash their bronze shields and spears, creating a loud, rhythmic clamor that drowned out the vulnerable sounds of the infant god. Zeus was nourished by the milk of a mystical goat named Amalthea, whose horn would forever after symbolize abundance as the cornucopia. Now Rhea had to face her husband. She returned to Cronus, holding not her baby, but a large stone that Rhea had provided. She wrapped the stone tightly in soft swaddling clothes, creating the perfect deception. Cronus, blinded by his fear and obsession, took the swaddled bundle from Rhea. He didn't look closely. He felt its weight, assumed it was his final child, and without hesitation swallowed the stone whole. This stone, sometimes called the Amphilis or navel stone, came to rest in his churning stomach, a silent monument to his self-deception. Cronus believed the prophecy was averted. He believed he was safe, but the real baby, Zeus, was far away, growing quickly under the protection of Crete, hidden between worlds not on the earth, not in the sky, and not in the sea. The future king of the gods grew from an infant to a mighty youth, filled with a burning desire to liberate his siblings. When Zeus had reached his full, magnificent strength, he was ready. He left his hiding place and sought counsel from one of the cleverest titans, Metis, the titaness of wise counsel. Metis understood the immortal Titan King's complex biology and brewed a special, potent mixture, powerful emetic, and gave it to Zeus, disguised as a humble cupbearer. Zeus was accepted into the court of Cronus, the Titan King, comfortable in his unchallenged power, welcomed the mysterious youth who, ironically, bore a striking resemblance to himself. One day, while serving his father, Zeus poured the magical draught into Cronus's drink. The potion worked instantly and violently. Cronus was overcome by a powerful nausea. He began to retch. First he disgorged the Amphilis stone he had swallowed years before, and then, one after the other, in reverse order of how they were eaten. His children were forcefully released: Poseidon, Hades, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia. To Cronus's shock and Rhea's relief, these 5 gods and goddesses emerged, fully grown, majestic, and immortal, ready for vengeance after their long dark imprisonment. They had spent their entire existence growing in the depths of their father's belly, and they were infinitely grateful to their younger brother Zeus, their savior. This single act of deception marked the beginning of the end for the age of the Titans. The 6 siblings Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia united as the new generation of powerful deities, the Olympians. They stood ready to challenge the old order in a cataclysmic war for control of the universe. The conflict that would shape the cosmos, the Titanmachi, was about to begin. The tension is building, and we have 6 mighty Olympians ready for the fight of their lives. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying this epic saga, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next part of the story. See you next time.